Well, hello, all of you littles. Grandpa and Grandma are so happy to be able to visit with you today. We hope everyone's doing really well, and we hope you know how much we love you. Did you make a counting box out of an old egg carton that you had your mommy or daddy or someone write from zero to at the bottom of the box, and then each day you can put a bean. Well, you won't put any in the zero part, will you? But then one bean in the one section, two beans in the next. We hope you're doing that and putting them in the right place. I think I sent a little email out last to you about different flowers that come up in the spring, and we talked about the little Johnny jump ups that are growing in our front yard. They're just little tiny purple and yellow flowers that are so cute. And when your mommies and daddies who were waits were little kids, they would sing the song about little Johnny jump ups. And here's how it goes. Little Johnny jump up said it must be spring. I just saw a ladybug and heard a robin sing. And then we would sing it 2 times usually. And when you're sitting down first to start, then you go, Little Johnny, jump up. And you jump up. And then you sing about the ladybug and the robin. We, robins are some of the animals that leave this area when it gets really cold in the winter, and they fly away to live in places where it is really warm. Some birds know how to stay alive in the winter and how to find food, but robins are one of the birds that flies away when it gets cold. And we don't see any robins during the winter, but when it warms up again, they fly back. So Grandpa saw our first robin about last week. So you look around and see if you can find robins. They have gray heads and backs and tails and wings, but their tummies are reddish orange. When I was in the first grade, a long time ago, my teacher was named Mrs. McCutcheon, and she did a lot of fun things with us. And I remember that she put on a program for our mothers and fathers, and we were up on the stage in the school gym, and they pulled the big red curtain back, and we sang a song called Little Purple Pansies. And each one of us held a stick with a great big purple pansy on the top that Mrs. McCutcheon had made out of crepe paper. I don't know if some of you even know what crepe paper is, but we used to use it a lot because it would stretch and shape it into different forms. And Mrs. McCutcheon had made each of us a purple pansy out of crepe paper that we held up on this stick. And we sang the song about purple pansies when we were singing to our mamas and daddies. And here's how that song goes. I bet you know it. Little purple pansies touched with yellow gold, growing in the corner of the garden old. We are very tiny, but must try, try, try. Just one spot to gladden you and I. That is an old, old song about beautiful little pansies with little spots of gold in the center. Remember, you were going to look at flower stores where they have lots of pansies right now. Now they come in many, many colors, but I always love the purple ones with the little spots of gold. Another plant that grows in the spring are pussy willows. Have you ever seen pussy willows? They are like trees that have really funny flowers. The flowers look like little tiny fuzzy kittens, or they look like little kittens' toes. Here's a poem about little pussy willows. They call them pussy willows but there's not a cat to see except their little furry toes that stick out on each tree. I think that very long ago, when I was just born new, there might have been whole pussy cats where now the toes stick through. And every spring it worries me. I cannot ever find those willow cats who ran away and left their toes behind. Isn't that a cute little poem? I hope you can see some pussy willows somewhere. They only come on in the spring, and they're little gray fuzzy flowers. And I'm going to send you a page of pussy willows that you can color. Also, if you want, if you have any puffed rice cereal in your house, you could take a piece of paper and draw maybe 3 stems on your paper, almost all the way up from the bottom to the top. And then you can get some of the Rice Krispies and glue them onto those little stems that you just drew. Just put them every little while so they kind of look like real pussy willows. I also know another song about, I know 2 songs about things that you think are animals, but they're not. One of them is about a kind of pussy willow. Listen to this song. I have a little pussy, her coat is silver gray. She lives down in the meadow, not very far away. She'll always be a pussy, she'll never be a cat, 'cause she's a pussy willow. Now what do you think of that? Meow, 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 scat. And here's another one. This is not about a pussy willow, but it's about a little puppy. You think it's about a regular dog, but see if you can guess what kind of dog this is. I have a little puppy. He hasn't any tail. He'll never run away from me. He's skinny as a rail. He'll always be a puppy. He'll never be a hound. I bought him at the butcher shop for 70 cents a pound. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Hot dog. Well, that's a funny kind of a puppy to have, isn't it? A little hot dog. Grandpa and Grandma just had hot dogs the other day. Not too long ago. And also, besides all these beautiful spring flowers that are coming up, lots of new baby animals are being born. And we've seen cute little calves that are being born. I saw one once out in a field with lots of cows. He was a little black calf, and in the field were some big blackbirds that had flown down and were sitting on the grass trying to eat some bugs. This little guy would just bounce around chasing those blackbirds, and he'd have his little tail way up straight in the air. When little calves are happy or when cows are running, they put their tails up in the air. Did you know that? Well, these blackbirds would fly down and sitting trying to eat a bug, and here comes this little smiling black calf with his tail in the air, just bouncing over and chasing them away. He was having the best time. Also, little lambs are being born. And little lambs are some of the cutest little animals that you'll ever see. I just love to see little lambs. And do you know, lambs and sheep don't have hair covering them up to keep them warm. Do you know what they have instead of hair? They have wool. Dogs, cows, and horses have hair. Cats and kittens and some other animals have fur. But sheep and lambs have wool. So I told a long time ago, I think some of you have done this, trace your hand, lay your little hand out flat, and trace around all the fingers and the thumb, And then just kind of go up around and make a little rounded bottom of your hand. Then, if you turn it upside down, cut it out, turn it upside down, and it could look like your four fingers are a little lamb's legs. And your thumb will be the little lamb's head, kind of hanging down, sniffing at the grass. And then you can get some cotton balls and glue them all over the back of your hand, or what's now the little lamb's back and body. Glue those. Don't forget to put one kind of sticking out for a little tail. And draw an eye on your thumb, which would be the little lamb's head. And now you have a cute little woolly lamb. And if you put him on, some sheep have black legs and black heads. And so if you draw this on your hand on some black paper and then put the white cotton balls on, it will look like one of those kind of lambs. But if you just use white paper, it will look like a white woolly lamb. And the cotton balls look all bumpy and fluffy like wool on these little animals. I bet you know the song about little black lamb. Do you know Ba Ba Black Sheep? Some people say Ba Ba Black Sheep. Mine were just ordinary sheep, and they would just sing Ba Ba Black Sheep. Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy who lives in the lane. Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Well, that was really a lot of fun. And I hope you're having a wonderful time looking at all the beautiful, beautiful flowers of springtime and looking at the birds that are coming back. And we really are, but it's raining a lot here today. And we think, oh, I don't like it when it rains so much. But it's April now and almost May. And people used to say, April showers bring May flowers. The plants all have to have water, don't they? And so we have to be able to have the rain so the grass and the trees and everything can grow. We have dandelions starting in our lawn. Do you know a dandelion when you see one? What color are they? Yes, they're yellow, aren't they? You never see red dandelions or blue dandelions. They're also round, kind of fuzzy, with yellow, happy faces. And then, as they grow a little bit older, their yellow faces, they grow white, fuzzy balls that are so fun to blow on. Pretty soon you can see how they overnight almost they turn from a yellow, smiley, happy flower to white ones, all fuzzy, and they'll blow away when you blow on them. A lot of people don't like dandelions because they're kind of a weed, and they grow in your lawn, and they'll kill a lot of the grass. They just squish the grass out and spread out over the top of them. So they make our lawns so they're not so pretty. But here's a little poem about dandelions. Oh, dandelion, yellow as gold, what do you do all day? And the dandelion says, I just wait here in the tall green grass till the children come to play. Oh, dandelion, yellow as gold, what do you do all night? I wait and wait till the cool dews fall and my hair grows long and white. And what do you do when your hair is white and the children come out to play? They take me up in their cute little hands and blow my hair away. I'm going to send a picture to you of dandelions as well. So you're going to get a picture of the pussy willows so you can color them gray And the stem will be brown, and if there's any leaves, they could be green. So work hard coloring these little pussy willows hanging on the stems. And also, I'll send you pictures of some dandelions that you can color as well. Are you trying to chew with your mouth closed? I hope so, because nobody wants to sit around and listen to people with messy mouth noises. Do you know how to make dandelion chains from dandelion stems? I think I've told you this before. You could make necklaces and bracelets and earrings. Just take the yellow flower off and poke the little end of the stem into the big end. The stem is hollow to make a circle. And your fingers are going to get sticky because dandelion stems have this little milky stuff, kind of like the milkweed. We talked about the butterflies in the letter to the middles the other day. So you take these two little stems, take off the flower, poke the little end of the stem into the big end of the stem and make a circle. Then cut a little bit of a slot, ask somebody who's bigger to help you do this, under the stem just below the yellow blossom. Then poke the stem of another dandelion into that cut part so that there will be two flowers close together. Can you figure that out? Then cut a hole in the second dandelion stem, put in another dandelion through that, and soon you'll have a whole chain of yellow flowers. Maybe you'll have to Google making dandelion bracelets and necklaces and things. See if you can get that figured out. Sometimes people used to dig up the baby dandelion leaves and cook them because all winter long, like the pioneers, couldn't go to the store and buy lettuce or anything green, and they would get so hungry for salad and green stuff. So one of the first plants to come up would be the dandelions, and they would dig up their little leaves and cook them and eat them with butter and salt and pepper. My mother cooked some for us once, but I never did like to eat them because they're a little bit bitter tasting. Just as if you were to take, if you pick a dandelion and handle it a bit, you lick your finger, that's what bitter means. And you know how dandelion milk will make little brown spots on your hands and fingers. They'll wash away after a while. As I went out a-walking all on a summer day, I met a dandelion standing proudly in the way. But something very dreadful must have happened overnight. When I passed that way next morning, his hair had all turned white. My goodness, people used to say that if you get really scared, it turns your hair white. Well, something surely scared that dandelion, didn't it? Because he went his hair turned really, really white. Well, I hope that you've been able to enjoy this little visit we've been having today. I hope you're all being kind to one another and that you're minding your mamas and your daddy, and you never say no to mommy and daddy, right? We just don't. Just be obedient, just like we learn in primary, that we always mind our mommies and daddies and do kind things and put your clothes away and chew with your mouth closed, and remember to do your counting box with the beans in it, the dry beans, and you'll just be a happy, happy child, and so will everyone else. Grandpa and Grandma love you very much, so be sure you look for the Pussy Willow page and the Dandelion page. And I never did finish the color monsters, did I? Maybe we'll have to get those finished. I better start doing that, but Grandma forgets a lot of things. Okay, well, have a happy day. We love you. Bye-bye.